Hey guys, it's your girl Makaya. Welcome to my channel. If you're new and if you're not, thank you so much for joining me again today. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, this is my holiday glam look slash makeup tutorial, however you want to call it. But I decided to do one look this year, and this is a look that I would wear for Thanksgiving, Christmas, as well as New Year's. And so I decided to do a really smoky, sexy glam, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy and glittery. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Hey guys, so the first thing that I'm going to do is go in with my transition shade. I went ahead and did my brows and primed my eyes off camera just because I've done that so much in my videos. So I just went ahead and did it off camera. But now I'm going to take this chocolatey shade in the Kat Von D palette, and I'm just going to place that in my crease as well as all over my lid, because what I was going for was a one eyeshadow look, but I wanted it to be a little deeper in color than me just putting the transition shade all over my eye. So if you notice, I put that chocolate shade on my lid and then I went back over it with the transition shade just so it can look like a deeper bronzy look on my eyes. I didn't want it to be super pigmented, which is why I didn't use a flat brush. Now I'm going in with my liner pen. I really been liking this versus using the NYX, I think it was the NYX matte liquid liner that I used to use. I guess it's just a little bit easier now. But of course I'm gonna apply some mascara as well as some lashes, y'all. This was a really simple look. As y'all know, I've been really into the more simple looks, not so much like the really intricate eyeshadows and all that stuff. I just like the more pretty, I guess, I don't want to say clean look, but the more effortless is the word. I don't remember which lashes these are, but I will try my best to link them or like name them down below. But now I'm just applying my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I'm going to buff it out with a Morphe buffing brush. I love the way this foundation makes my skin look. It just looks so like, just skin-like, not too matte, not too shiny or dewy. But this is probably the best color match I've come across. It is a little bit more like yellow for my skin tone, but I do like it. Now for contour, I'm going to use my MAC foundation stick in the shade NW47. And it's just a few shades darker than my skin. Well, darker than my foundation, not my skin. And I'm just going to blend that out on my nose as well as everywhere that I applied it on the perimeters of my face. It just gives my face like this really bronzy look. Because, you know, typically with contouring, a more neutral or like gray toned brown shade is used. But I feel like on women of color, specifically around my skin tone, I prefer a more warmer, bronzier look. So that's why I use like a more, I guess, orange based brown shade. And I'm going to take just the remainder of my foundation on my brush and just use that to clean up underneath the contour. And now I'm going to just apply a little bit of this liquid blush by Makeup Revolution. I really been liking to use this as a base for my blush because I really do like the rosy look these days. And now I'm going to apply my concealer. And this one is, I would say, the shade of my skin. This is not really a concealer that I'm using to highlight. This is just simply being used to cover up like, you know, dark circles or anything like that. This is just the base for my highlight. So as you guys can see, it is super yellow toned, and the reason why I use this one is because when I go over it with the more neutral, lighter concealer, it just balances it out and doesn't make it look super ashy. Because if I use concealers that are like not yellow tone and just neutral, which is what I need, I just look ashy. So now I go in with the yellow base underneath, and as you guys can see, it just looks a lot better once you put the lighter concealer on top of it. So pretty. And now to set, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm just going to put that everywhere that I highlighted. Of course, down the nose, you want to make sure you snatch the nose. I like to use powders to do my nose, not so much a lot of like creams, because they do tend to move a bit, and powders are just easier to blend. So, and now to set my contour, I'm just going to go in with these two shades from the ABH Contour palette. This is the medium to deep palette. And as you guys can see, it still gives me that bronzy, I don't want to say orangish, but my skin tone is more on like the bronzy orangish Oompa Loompa side. I'm just playing, but yeah. And I like that look. I really like the bronzy. I don't want to keep saying orange, but it does come across as orange. I'm going to use the same two powders to set my nose as well. And now I'm going to use my e.l.f. Baked Bronzer just to go in and just diffuse those lines between the concealer and the contour. And now with my Sephora pressed powder, I'm just going to use this and go all over my face pretty much with like a regular face powder brush. And then I'm going to go in with my smaller taper brush, and I'm just going to use that to dust off the powder underneath my eyes. And now with the same bronzer, I'm just going to go in and just contour my nose a little bit more, just to diffuse the super contour color from the concealer underneath my eyes and on the sides of my nose. And now I'm just going to take this e.l.f. black cream liner and just line my eyes. And I'm going to apply a little bit of this powder blush by Makeup Revolution. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of that pressed powder by Sephora and just lightly go under my eyes a little bit. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to take this purple shade in the Amrezy X ABH palette. And I'm going to use a pencil brush. I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line. I decided to go with purple. I've been really into purple lately, so this is the color that I chose versus doing like, you know, a regular black, brown, or like a orange, green, you know. Now in the same Amrezy palette, I'm going to go in with this black shade, and I'm going to use a tapered flat brush. And I'm just going to basically tight line my lower lash line. And it's basically just going to make it look smokier and just pull the look all the way together. I'm then going to go in with some mascara on my lower lashes, as well as taking that same eyeliner pen and just making a point on my inner corners of my eyes versus putting like my normal highlight there. I did highlight my nose. You guys know that is the only place that I highlight now. I don't really like to highlight the rest of my face. I'm going to go in with my MAC Chestnut lip liner, and I'm just going to line my lips. I've really been into a more like a liner pencil now versus the roll-up crayon type or crayon type liner. So this has really been working better for me. And now I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade Lady. It's like my perfect nude. I love it. It kind of has a warm yellowy tone to it, which makes it not look super ashy. And then I'm going to go in with my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. And then I'm just going to set my face with my Benefit Pore setting spray. And you guys, this is the completed look. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, the products that I use will be listed down below in the description box, as well as I will link most of them in my Amazon storefront, so you guys can just go there, get the products, and beat your face. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all.